Welcome back to another episode of Twin Cap. Today we're going to be talking about season 2, episode 20, which I want to let you know, Jake. I don't know if you caught this. It's directed by Stephen Gyllenhaal. It's Jake Gyllenhaal's dad.
No,
Did you
the
catch
fuck it's
that?
not. No, I
Yeah,
did not.
he was a big TV director in the 80s and 90s, and I think he did some in the 2000s, but he did direct a lot of episodes of television. Pretty cool.
News to me, but yeah, pretty sweet.
And great episode. I liked it more than 19. This was a really fun episode.
Yeah, I mean, this is like 19. I could kind of feel things winding up, but I feel like in episode 20, it's like we're up. Like things are going.
For sure. Did you want to talk about anything in particular at first, or did you just want to go through the episode, kind of
I
beat by
thought
beat?
I liked the opening scene, where they've discovered the body, they're unpacking the body and stuff from
Yes.
the
Yes.
giant chest thing, and Andy's like having this emotional reaction to it, because of course, just is kind of similar to his reaction to discovering Laura in the first episode of the show. But I just thought it was interesting the way Cooper interpreted uh, finding this body was basically like, he took a pawn, but he didn't specify a move, so he's not playing by the old rules anymore. Um, so he had this realization, but he's still on his bullshit, uh, not fully in the game, not fully focused on what's happening. Um, putting it seems to me putting Andy at risk for no reason. And I just want to say that I called it, that Wyndham Earl was after something else, not even Agent Cooper. He was after the Black Lodge.
Yes, the Black Lot. We're getting so close to it, dude. Like we're right there because I thought we would get there in this episode, but it like the way it ends, which we'll talk about soon, is we're basically there. I cannot wait to kill the next two episodes. This was a great had great payoff from episode 19, but it also set up a lot of fun stuff for episode 20. And I just want to mention real quick, we don't have to talk about the very end, but again, this episode has one of those moments where Cooper's, you know, with his girl, and it goes dark and the spotlight hits him, and you're like, okay, here we go, here we go. And the Giant's on stage, and he didn't say anything. He's just like, I love that scene, dude. Those scenes convey so much because to me, it's like he's telling Cooper, dude, snap out of it, dude. Like you're here for a reason. Come on. Is that how you read that scene?
Yeah, and it's kind of like it's making me, dude, I hate to say it, it's making me lose respect for Cooper, man, because it's like
Yeah.
you should not need to be told this by anyone, let alone a fucking intergalactic angel being. You know what I mean? Like heaven and earth had to move to snap you out of this bullshit. Dude, you're serial killer. You like this serial killer who was your ex-partner who killed his wife because he found out you were having an affair with her, probably, is on the loose. You know he's playing a game with you, and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna strike up a relationship. Like, it's a completely rational thing. Like, even by this show's standards, like, it makes no fucking sense. And Cooper should know better. Like, he's such a good agent. He's got such a good intuition for a lot of these things. What the hell is he doing?
And a lot of people think that scene doesn't necessarily serve a purpose because whenever the giant appears, he usually has like a riddle or like a message for Cooper to figure out or solve. No dialogue, but I thought it was the most powerful giant moment because that's his purpose is to say things and help him continue on. And that him just saying nothing and like waving his hands and doing the most movement he's ever done was the best I've seen of the giant so far.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it seems pretty directly tied to the whole Miss Twin Peaks thing, because we saw Wyndham Earl be like, "Oh, who should I target for Miss Twin Peaks?" And then he's like, put Cooper's like pushing Annie to do the Miss Twin Peaks thing. So yeah, it's
What
interesting
did
that like the giant would have an opinion about Miss Twin
you
Peaks.
Yeah, yeah. What did you think of Bob at the end? Let's just talk about the end right now. It kind of cuts into you're in the woods and you see a hand pop through like a portal. I viewed that as a portal, dude. Of Bob sticking his hand, being like, "Oh,
Mm.
like I can come out." He's been flirting with the veil of his dimension in our world, and it's almost like he's found a way to come through. Is that how you read it?
Basically, I didn't know if he like knew and he was waiting for like like in the same way that like werewolves only come out when there's a full moon. Like there was like some kind of mystical time thing that he was waiting to
Mhm.
align. Um, but when he came out, dude, when I saw that hand, I saw the little denim jacket. I was like, let's fucking go. I was
Dude,
like, welcome
s-
back, Bob.
welcome, Bob. He's so much scarier than Wyndham Earl, don't you think?
Yes, dude, a
Just,
1000%.
just vibe change immediately, and he's so much more dangerous. Then it cuts down, and you see the reflection in the water of the red room, which is cool. Which means it's probably coming back. My
It's very
favorite room.
interesting. I think it would be really. I think it'd be fucking hilarious if like I hope I'm not guessing right, but I think it'd be fucking hilarious if it's like it's building up to some big Wyndham Earl plot in the season finale or the next season finale eve or whatever. And it seems like high stakes, like it's Cooper and Wyndham, da, 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 and then Bob shows up and just fucking kills Wyndham. I think that'd be hilarious.
Dude, that'd be hilarious. Yeah, it just totally turns on him. It's cool that we found out that the petroglyph, we thought it was a symbol, but it turns out to be a map, the Owl Cave map. And of course, Wyndham has that. So now they're no longer hunting for clues. It's they're racing toward a destination. And it feels like Cooper's been trying to figure this out for weeks, but Wyndham figures it out almost instantly. Just because again, he's so far ahead, so many pieces ahead of Cooper, because I guess we can use chess as kind of like a metaphor because he's just always one step ahead.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this all ties together. Like with them going for that, like it's almost like they're trying to get to the Black Lodge, but Bob is like coming out of the Black Lodge and into the real world or something. Like I'm not really sure what all is happening, but a lot of people around Twin Peaks were getting. There's like three different instances where characters' hands were starting to tremble.
Yes.
Um, and I guess that's tied to Bob because when Bob brought his hand out of the portal, it wasn't trembling, but it was a similar focus on the hand. So I don't know
Very,
if
yeah.
if that was a direct connection or not. But it's interesting that we haven't seen like Wyndham. Wyndham doesn't seem to be aware of Bob like at all.
No, yeah, he doesn't seem to. Yeah, I don't think he understands like how dangerous he is, and I don't think Bob is closely connected with Wyndham. I thought that they were in like some sort of unofficial alliance, but I don't think that's the case.
Yeah,
What do you think?
that's my reading too. That's why I
Yeah,
would love to see like we got to stop Bob. Bob's awful, but he's just a better villain, I think. So I
so
would I
much
would
better,
love
dude.
for Bob to like just reestablish himself by just like fucking capping Wyndham.
Like with ease, with pure ease. When he does that, you're like, oh, okay, Wyndham was nothing. But he's also Wyndham. Don't forget, he kidnapped Briggs, and Briggs was kind of he
Yeah.
seemed like the key to getting to the Black Lodge because he knew all of this stuff for Cooper, So now he's with Wyndham, and that's kind of left on a cliffhanger. He didn't kill him, but like, how's Cooper gonna find it now? Do you have any thoughts of how he could get there?
I don't know, man. Barring some kind of red room situation, or I
Yeah.
don't know. I hope it has something to do uh with Laura Palmer, but you know.
Yeah. Not too much else happened this episode as exciting as that. There were little things here and there. Anything you want to talk about?
Audrey lost her virginity. That's pretty big.
That was pretty big. Yeah, and he left. He did it and left.
Dude,
He did it
he's
and
like,
left.
you're never hearing from my white ass again. It's just like out of it.
I did like that character, dude.
Imagine if your first time was on a plane, dude. That's pretty badass.
It was pretty sweet. Yeah. And I guess I have a feeling he's just not going to come back because there's 2 episodes left. So
Yeah,
Audrey's probably
probably.
going to be very sad.
It'd be interesting if he came back in the third season because I know like I think Audrey's in it and I think Ben Horn's in it, so
Hmm.
it'd be interesting if he came back too, but I have no idea.
Yeah. Then, oh, yeah. Donna discovered pictures of her parents, but
Mhm.
still unsure of who her dad is.
Still unsure about that. And then there's the whole the cube thing that they were unboxing the cube.
Oh, yeah. The little puzzle cube thing. I don't really understand how that works, but
I don't understand it either.
that's one aspect where I kind of just zone out. I know it's supposed to give him clues and it helps plot progression, but I'm kind of lost when that comes on. Is that
Yeah,
how you
the
feel?
whole it's like, oh, it push this, and it open. I'm just like, Shut up. Like that's not real. But it makes me want to go get like a real puzzle box and get infuriated by it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's given to them by Eckhart, and um, he's dead, but he's still somehow even more annoying now that he's dead because he's given them this puzzle box and just kind of made a made things confusing. But I don't really think that thing matters as much. But yeah, that's kind of it. Is there anything else you wanted to hit on with this episode?
Just the whole like um Bobby has this sit down with Shelly and he's like,
Oh
"Hey,
yeah, yeah.
I want to start taking us more seriously. Um, when I saw you kissing Gordon, I felt some type of way, so I want to be the man you deserve, blah 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 blah." And it's like this tender little moment, between the characters. But dude, when I'm watching the scene in my mind, I'm like, dude, your girlfriend died like less than 2 months ago. You know what I mean? Um, like I get that he was like cheating on her with Shelly at that time, and Shelly was with an abusive husband, so I don't really like hold it against her. But for him, I'm just like, you would think that he would be a little bit more disturbed. You just expect him to talk about that more often. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it shows growth for the character of Bobby because it is a nice moment. It's well written and it's unusual because Bobby does have such a nice conversation with her. But again, like you said, his girlfriend just died. And it's just weird. It's just odd.
Does Bobby come back in season 3?
Yep.
I hope that we see like a more mature Bobby in season 3. Like, given that 25 years have passed, like I would hope that there's a difference between young Bobby, piece of shit Bobby, and like, you know, 40, 45-year-old Bobby.
If I remember correctly, too, obviously the actor that plays him, very good looking guy. Very good looking. In season three, he still looks really good for his age.
Really?
Yeah, you're just like, man, the guy aged very well.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cool. But yeah, we can't wait to finish it up. We'll probably watch 21 and 22 back to back, I'm sure, because it's going to be hard not to watch the finale. But yeah, we'll be back with a recap of season two, episode 21 soon. Where can the people find you, Jake?
Ooh, I could find me taking a fat nap. JKH Bennett, TikTok, LinkedIn, Letterboxd.
You can find me at Tyler Tompkins, TikTok, and Twitter. We'll be back soon.